So let me think. Last time. Oh yeah, you guys had like the last challenge in the tournament. Jib won. No challenge. Jib won there. Again, sorry Reggie. It was destroying things for points, and your character.
Yeah.
It's not great.
My character isn't good at destroying non-organic. My character isn't good at destroying things in general, to be fair.
Yeah.
Reggie, I was thinking of playing a different character instead of Dr. Nano originally, and if I had played him, he would have been just as bad, because he had death magic, and I specifically gave him, this attack doesn't work on shit without souls. So that would have been
don't
really
have souls.
Yes. But again, like,
or gingers. It wouldn't work on gingers either.
Yeah.
Like, probably Reggie's character is going to be like everything that's not a basic human. It's going to get very troubles with.
I mean, I just specialize in different things than everybody else. That's what.
Fuck this.
No, it's literally. I specialize in like different things than everyone else. That's fine. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
It means that I have different talents than everyone else. That's good.
Yeah, you did win a tournament challenge, like the one before that. You did somehow won, but then you fucking killed with your daggers because you had a crit and just exploded the thing. But that was minion, yeah. But okay, so yeah, like the only challenge here was between Dr. Nano and Pyre, but Dr. Nano gave up, I want to say. He wasn't like really interested anymore after some time.
He wasn't interested in winning to start off with.
He took out like the big most points thing like in the first round.
With one shot.
Got one shot and got it.
Couldn't hit anything else. Eventually just covered everything in steel. Pyre burned it all. And he's like, you know what, seems like an interesting idea. And freezes Pyre and sits down and just does nothing.
Yeah, that's like a thing, right? Because this was a tournament, your brain was allowed to attack others. You normally can't do evil.
Not allowed to attack with the intent of harm or permanent harm if it's, people who aren't.
Yeah, like the guy who hypnotized you didn't went like super mega crazy. He's like, yeah, let's start with the basic shit and we'll get there. But he disappeared, like something around those lines. He's like, yeah, there's some things I can do. Yeah. So one between you and Pyre just set the whole room off, actually using her powers and setting almost the whole room on fire. If remember,
she is a OP character for crowd control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but again, like if it's like a dangerous situation, you need to save people. You don't want to set everything on fire. So in this case, yes. In most cases, you probably don't want to burn the building down.
Yeah.
This case, like, you two guys can handle it. The room is built for this shit. You're fighting robots, so nobody cares if you break them. Go loose. We did make a roll for her because there is a chance she can go like out of fucking crazy. And I think he rolled very high on that one. There was like no danger for that one, but that could have gone bad. If there was a like trio lower there, you guys would have probably died like a horrible death.
Yay!
So, it would have been fine.
It would be fine. No issues there. So yeah, the doors open. There's like big doors, and you enter. You go out through a hallway where you guys entered probably in the stadium. You went through room through a hallway to these rooms. So you meet up with the other group in the hallway, which is consisting of Midas, Peacekeeper, and Broadway. Broadway is also a girl, like 30-ish woman. You haven't seen a lot of her in the challenges per se. Midas looks pissed, and he heads to Dr. Nano. Fucking, I could have won this if you. Why didn't you do your best? You one-shotted the one, and then you just gave up. like and he looks at the girl and like she points at her and is like, you only know she won because you guys didn't do shit. If it was me against you, between her and another one, I would have won this game, and you know it.
Nano just leans over to Kenneth, because Kenneth is the only person here at the moment, and stage whispers very loudly, I think he's just a sore loser.
And like his glove like lights up. Like, oh, he takes it off. Like maybe Broadway and like Peacekeeper like grab him like come. It's okay, just you know. And he walks over to Pyre. Because Jib's not here, but he will say to like, well done, you did a great job. Maybe you can intern for me like in the coming year. I could always use looking for new good heroes. You have some great potential. Let's leave this hallway. Like Peacekeeper, she looks a bit roughed up. Because she doesn't have any superpower, like running around with her guns, like probably took like a lot out of her. So yeah, you guys walking through this hallway to the end point, and the door like slightly comes up, and it was very dark in the hallway. Now the light from like the stadium comes in, and before the doors like before you have like you see the ground when the door goes up, but before you see like the rest of the stadium, like a big explosion comes in and blows your guys back.
Oh, well done.
Jib is typing. Maybe he's here. Well,
Is Jib finally back?
He's typing very slowly. Jib, can you type?
Or typing a lot.
Oh no, he's not typing. Oh, he's typing. Very interesting. Like after an explosion, Jib starts typing.
He was the
You
master
know.
behind it all.
This is Jib's new character. Explosion kill every other character, man.
Jib, seriously, man.
Okay, he has to leave. For not. Okay, so he's having some issues where we're not going to go into. I'm not completely sure, but I'm trusting him. It's very important. Reggie probably doesn't trust him that it's very important, but we're not sure.
Well, I won't say anything.
No, exactly. So yeah, we'll shift the screen over. Like we get a flash of the explosion, and we'll shift to another. And we're going to Entropy. Entropy, you've been called. There's gonna be a big meeting of the elements. Like, did we name you guys something? Like, I think.
I mean, there were
the
there's the 6 circles or whatever.
Yeah, the 6 elements. Yeah.
I don't remember
there's
what
like,
exactly we
like
called them. It's been a fucking while, man.
Yeah. There's this big giant meeting of you guys.
Okay.
In like the central hall, like there's a central place where you guys come to meet. You've been here before for a meeting. I'm trying to remember what that meeting was about. I can't quite remember.
Was it about the whole death thing?
Yeah, maybe it was about that thing.
Because I remember Death had like.
Yeah, I remember. There were some. At least I know afterwards there were some notions of the dead doing something. Like she was still alive. I remember. The meeting was probably about. Yeah, that works. So like there's this 6 big thrones, with life and death on the outsides, earth and wind in the middle, fire water next to them. But we like we told, we never see those guys. We maybe see like a glow outside of them when they talk. But we never actually see what the six big elements look like. There's also this big, benches around where people sit, and everybody is in his own area. So the people of that are sitting in a group, life sitting in a group, water, fire, earth. And there's like a big difference because we told there's 3 circles. So the biggest, the most important circle is the 6 elements. Then there's like the second circle where you're in, which are just the lower lieutenants. The bigger, they're still big in their circle, but not big as the 6. And then there's like the lower minor people. And you see some order, like that probably has the least in the second one. He doesn't want too many like big majority people there. Like Life has a lot of them. Like most of them are in like the second ring, like full of people in the second ring. They almost everyone is just put into the second, center. Like you see, there's different. Everybody's also different clothes. There's like different styles or people are clothed, and everybody has like a deformance that we talked about. For you, it's your horns. Like no matter what, like you can make them disappear for a while, but your actual form, I think, always has the horns, if I remember correct. Like
yeah, they're like a constant thing. I can make them disappear for a little bit, but they'll eventually come back.
Same like
they're not a permanent part of me.
Like your brother. Well, you're both like a twin element. That's why we call him your brother, which is Order. Like he has a see-through head. Like you can see through the back of his head, like through what's going on beneath him. That's why he wears a turban, or what's it called? I think it's turban.
Turban?
Turban, yeah. When he's in like an actual world, just to hide that, and so everyone has like this small deformity. Like you know what the meeting is about. The meeting is about what's her name? Like Dad gave a weapon to what was her name? To Rosa, and she's been actually killing persons before it was their time. Like one of the 7 sins was in her weapon. The weapon was a reason to collect souls, but she was killing people for time, which was not allowed, basically. So that they're gonna have a discussion about what's going to happen with those souls, and the souls are gonna plea. That's okay for a few moments. What's going to happen to them? They can plead their case. Like they can't. You know that there are rules. It's not like, oh, we can just put them back to life. No, normally they would go to death, but yeah, there's some reasons they're gone before the time. So there's some reasons that they're discussing this with everyone, and also about what Dad did. Like he captured one of your own in the sword. He gave it to a human. He let her like do all this shit without you guys knowing. All breaking rules. So that's where this meeting is about. So there's this. It's probably like the guy named Voice or Sound. Is like a big mouth, and he's probably from Wind. For the wind element. He's like the announcer, like yelling like, "Is everybody here?" And like there's probably like a checklist going through all the fucking names. Like not everyone is here. There's some people like you don't know everybody. There's like a fucking lot of you, like especially in like the third ring. Like all elements keep coming up. They keep coming. You're probably with like 200 in total, maybe. Like maybe 200, maybe 300 in total.
Enough to like I can't remember all the names.
Yeah, like even though like you probably like you have like, because you're only like 4 years old, you probably haven't met everybody. Like everyone's fucking very busy. They're they're doing shit like, and they probably didn't want you to meet everyone. There's like some people like still hate your former self. Like you were not like the greatest person. So that's always
I would say I was not the greatest person.
Well. Like, and 300 people is like, that's a lot. And like, yeah, so they're starting this meeting, calling off the names, which is like very boring. Like, what are you doing? Like, where are you sitting? Are you like sitting next to your brother? What are you doing?
I mean, I probably would be sitting next to my brother just because he is he's the one I'm most familiar with, most likely.
Yeah, and, I think you met like emotions. I think you met with like wisdom. It was like a water one you met.
Yeah. I met with a few of them, and I think I met.
You probably met.
Yeah, I met with a few, and just like not many though, unfortunately.
You probably met some like others in your time off, because I think that was what you're going to do to learn what it is to be what you are. Like,
yeah, I would have gone about and tried to
meeting the other persons. that kind of stuff. I'm just
Trying to figure out more along the lines of what I'm actually meant to be doing, you know?
yeah, exactly. I'm just checking here for a name. Because we know one guy who was captured in the sword because we saw the person killing this person. I'm just checking if I can find it here. Oh yeah, we only know his last name, which is Cerberus. I'm gonna check this one. I'm just gonna write his name now so I don't forget. Yeah. So there's like she killed like a lots of people. She killed like probably like around 45. We're gonna plead their case. So maybe they're gonna do it as a group thing. They're like they've never done this before. Like it's been a long time since all of you guys have been here because this is like one of the major guys didn't get it. Did something outside of the rules. And normally it's just like if it's something minor like from some of the other guys like a small group would assemble, but now it's just everyone being here.
Right.
Yeah. So they're starting the meeting. Names have become up. They're letting people like witnesses come up. At some point they probably call you to like the witness stand. See, and they're like asking you like Entropy. Do you promise to tell the truth and nothing but the truth? Please.
Please.
Yeah, because normally it's like you swear on the Bible kind of thing. But you guys won't do that.
There is no Bible.
There is no Bible.
I imagine like.
So normally it would probably end there, but knowing they're talking to you, it's like, please.
Well, I mean, the thing that they probably make me swear upon like the honor of life or something like that. Like, you know, like basically pulling in my boss's name into the whole thing, basically.
Yeah, they have something, but again, like I don't know if it's like life in this case, because you've been in other circles as well. The last iteration of you was in the dead circle, so you've only been like for them like 4 years being in the circle of life is like nothing. They've lived for thousands of years.
Yeah, so they're much more used to my death counterpart, who. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's probably more like the lines of swear or lose your powers or something. Like there probably is some threat at the end.
Yeah. In a moment of seriousness, he actually Entropy would actually agree completely. He feels that this moment might not be the best time to make jokes.
So they're gone. So, in rule of the order, you have been sent in this group to live among humans in this super parole. Correct?
He would just simply say that is correct.
And you've met the person who that was. He looked like he doesn't want to say dating, like meeting, having
Was in
joined up with.
contact with.
Sorry, what?
Was in contact with.
Thank you. Was in contact with. You have met her, correct?
That is correct.
How would you have described this person?
Okay, so let me actually think back, like nodding here. Let me actually think back of how exactly this person acted.
You've probably.
If I remember correctly, she was off her fucking hinges.
That would, yeah, that's a way you could say it. Like murder hobo is like a general gaming term. Here's an NPC. Okay, a killer. Next.
Yeah. Anyway, he would say that. Okay, all right. I got a little bit here. I can go over. All right. He would say that she's a very dark and disturbing person who seemed quite fascinated with death, and to be fair, was a very scary individual even by human standards.
honestly.
He would say that he felt that she possibly was not 100% mentally fit, possibly, and that perhaps she uh, almost worshipped death, almost idolized him in a way. But that's all he would say.
So yeah,
Unless questioned further, of course.
Sorry, what was the last thing?
Unless there's more questions.
Yeah, so at this point they look at that and it's like, do you have anything to say for this? And he's like, what? That's how I liked it. And we're like, again, you don't see him. We just, if it was a comic, we would just see the text.
That's how I liked it. Yeah, if it was a comic, you don't even see him. You just see like voice text.
Yeah,
box
like everyone
with,
has his like own color. Like he would have black with white letters.
Yeah, his would be like very specifically. You could tell it was him talking.
Yeah, like all of the elements. Like we never see them. They have their own voice boxes, colors. It's like, okay. Well, like, okay, so let's bring some in of the witnesses she has murdered during. And like at that point, somebody runs in. It's like, stop this! There's some important knowledge we have to stop this. There's some news that has come in. And like he walks up to the six gods. Let's call them gods for the moment. And he whispers something to them. Like, you know, he talks like nobody else can hear. Maybe make a are you trying to hear what he's saying?
Well, I mean, I'd be definitely curious since I was up on the podium. Like, you know, they called me as a witness.
That's why you're pretty close by. I'm thinking. Let me see.
My character would be very much at least interested in like, wonder what's going on.
Yeah, I'm seeing what you can roll in this game. There's perception.
Perception is an actual, yeah.
Yeah, perception.
I don't really have a high perception, but I can totally go for it, so sure. Perception! Damn it! Yeah, I didn't.
13. So yeah, you kind of make out a few words. It's like, it's newborn. That's what kind of character. Like, you know, as your character knows, newborn for you guys means a new element. It's not like somebody has revived, like you have done like 4 years ago, but actually a new element has been born, created. So the gods are like everybody get out. Like people are like mumbling, like, why? What's happening? Well, Rumble, like it's not like, oh yeah, they're our bosses and we immediately do what we say. There is some like dysfunction. Like, why should we? Like
they may rule over us, but they don't have like absolute control.
Yeah, like again, they're not murderous people. Like, you know, like maybe the death house, like the ring of death would listen. Like some people do react and leave. So you're left with some positive who are like the people in life are more like, you know, going with it. They don't listen much more. Like the dead people go away immediately. Like, so it's different among the other houses. Like you see percentages, like how they do stuff.
I imagine wind and fire most likely argue the point a bit. Water, maybe they go with
fire
the flow
probably
and
gets
just
like
leave.
very like pissed.
Yeah.
Water just like maybe stays sitting calm and just waiting to see what happens. You know?
I'm gonna actually look over to my brother and see what he's doing.
Yeah, your brother, he's like doing like water people. He's just sitting there quiet and just taking everything in. Because yeah, he also looks at you while you look at him, and he's like, "What's going on?" You know, and
my guy will say, or my guy will shrug and then mouth the words best he can, newborn.
And he's like, gotcha. Yeah, you would know, like the first thing that comes to your mind as well is like, which house does the newborn belong to? Like, he's born in one of the houses, which is very important. Like you see the guys discussing, and like at some point like Dad walks off. He's like, I'm going somewhere. You see him walk off. You don't know where. He just walks a bit and just vanishes in like this shadow part.
Again, we don't. Of course, we don't see death. We just see like. He said, you just hear the words. You see the text box. I'm off, and then his like thing fades off. Maybe or his
maybe like there's
fades
like
off.
aura surrounding them, and we just see the aura like shrink, and we see the shrink and then vanish.
Yeah.
We'll let the drawers handle that part.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, they keep arguing from it. Then something weird happens. Suddenly, there's like this gateway portal, like somewhere in the back, and these black creatures come fumbling through, and with these white masks. The masks are very what Easter Islandy, like
I see. Yeah.
Masks, very
like
white,
the giant stone guys. Yeah.
Yeah, like the medicine men, right? It's like the more wooden, like square, like. They're still painted, no eyes, and they're falling in. Yeah, like most people are running, and like the gods all vanish at that point. They look and they vanish. They're gone. So it's just you, the second ring, like everyone who's left, seeing this game come in, and they'll look if they were about to attack. Like everyone here, and they keep pouring in.
Well, my first reaction would be to, number one, be like, "What the fuck?" No. My guy would probably like stand up real quickly and be immediately interested until he realizes that they seem hostile. In which case, he would look over to his brother and be like, and actually shout out, "We need to leave," probably.
Yeah. So you run that. You see other people. Like, some people are just, like, disappearing as well. Others are running in, like, they don't kill us, they don't have weapons. They can. If they destroy us, we'll be back, like, in a moment's time. So we see, like, this big army of the black guys, like, running in.
Yeah, like, again, my character immediately has a bad feeling about this.
You're running in between to your brother, whereas the fight, like, going to a crash. Like at some point you make it to your brother. Who's deciding where you're going? Because you're gonna teleport out. And you probably want to teleport together. But who's deciding the spot? Are you deciding the spot or is he?
I'd probably let him decide.
Sure. So yeah,
just because it's easier, and there's no telling if I might teleport myself one place and him another place with how weird my shit is.
Yeah, well, for him it's like the same thing, right? Like, is it order for now us for the leave? Is that logical in stuff? So there can also be like, okay, maybe he wants to go somewhere which isn't logical, so its power wouldn't let him. So there's similar issues with his powers.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you're trusting him. He's the more.
Yeah, I'm trusting him because he's the
more accurate guy.
older one.
We'll see you like looking back when the guys start fighting. We see fire, water, we see all the elements going against these guys. But then we see this, like, we see more details of the guys. So they're human looking, maybe a little stronger, more muscled. There does seem to be some armor, and they're like completely like blackish. Some of them have like a tail, some of them have horns. They're like, or claws they're using, but we see one like axe, like no weapons for the rest of them, but one of them has an axe, and then you guys vanish to where he decides, and that's for this. Now let's see. So because Jeb's not here, W.I.P could have joined in on what's going to happen now, so maybe I decide what W.I.P is doing, or maybe he's not. Like, W.I.P's everywhere, let's make hard, but we'll have a close up of Slime. He's probably sitting up next to Manga Mania, They're watching the competition, and the competition is about to start. We see the big door opening and U6 entering the hallway when he's like sitting on the bench. Megamania, like Megamania is probably cheering on one of the girls in this case, which would be yeah, maybe even Pyre, because she's like young as her, like she's 17, 18. So she would probably like cheer on Pyre, like Peacekeeper is a personal hero for her, so it's like between those two she's cheering on. And she's like against Dr. Nano winning. It's like
what about Kenneth? How does she feel about Kenneth?
She's like, it would be. I think Kenneth for her would be like great, because she knows she's probably, if Kenneth can do it, she knows she probably can do it as well. Like she haven't seen much of your power, so you're much of an underdog in this case.
Yeah. Again, yeah.
Like, you're probably surrounded with like Midas fans. Like having like, instead of the like a #1 glove, it's like his glove, like foam glove.
Yeah, just yes. Right.
Yes, Midas, destroy, explode everything.
God damn it, man.
I love to imagine that, like the first 5 seconds, and then Nano just takes down the straight big one, and everyone's like, "Oh fuck, this asshole's gonna win."
We're gonna get there. It's gonna be a moment that you guys are just walking through the hallway at this point. Yeah, there's gonna be a big like, oh shit moment when it happens.
And Slime is cheering everyone on. He has no favorites. He doesn't care. He doesn't even know who half of them are. He cheers everyone.
He does not know who half these people are.
Yeah, so like next to you on the bench, like if like I don't know, like wait, of course, Miss Bouchard is like sitting like Megamania is sitting next to you. Oh wait, I have her real name because I'm not gonna call her Megamania the whole time. Let me check what her name was. Dixie. Dixie is sitting next to you. Next to her is Miss Bouchard. Like another person is just sat next to you. It's also a woman, like in her 27, 28 age. She has a quick like glance at you. She's not like scared or repulsed. It's a very like normal reaction, like what you're not used to. Like people normally have like more expressive like reactions when near you. She's like, good day. Who are you supporting today? Who do you want to win?
Hi, I'm supporting Pyre and Kenneth and the big guy who made me explode and the girl who keeps shooting me, and he lists everyone.
Great.
Great.
Who are you supporting?
Me? Well, and she looks around like, with all the supporters from my here. No, she's like, I'm actually here for what's his name, Kenneth. Very interesting. The slime he created and that the bubbles.
Oh yeah, it tastes nice.
They intrigue. Wait, what?
They taste nice.
You tasted them?
Actually, I can't taste anything. But yeah, they were nice.
Oh, you got. Oh,
just looking at you.
I just wanted to offer you some of my popcorn. If you can't taste, you probably don't want any, right?
He takes it, all of it.
Oh. Okay. And it's like again, it doesn't dissolve like immediately. It's just gonna keep floating in you for like how fast does it dissolve? Just wondering. Up to you.
We'll say it takes about 5.
I kind of like.
We'll say it takes.
Choose.
Yeah, he can choose a bit, but we'll say for the popcorn it takes about 5 minutes.
Okay, a little popcorn floating around, like it moves with your mouth. Like maybe at some point it forms like teeth, like forms small. It's like popcorn. Oh man, they actually have like. There was this show. What is it called? Oh man, it's from the guy from Family Guy who has a new sci-fi series, and they actually have like a slime guy, which I'm always thinking of. No,
But
it's great.
he's made another series. Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's a great series. But yeah, I'll send you like a clip of the slime guy. It's like incredible. Makes me think of your character like a lot. So yeah. So at this point, like the match just started, and like we see like the Dr. Nano moment throwing, and it feels like no. You hear from everywhere, like boo.
And then he misses literally every other shot.
Like we see some like we see the two screens, like one showing the room, the other, and we see like in the other room like everyone is doing like a good job. Like Marius is getting the most points, but the others are killing as well.
Then it just switches to Kenneth, and he's just like
yeah, like
looking down and like a little bit just like sighing, maybe
so
just
like the woman next to us. Come on, Kenneth, you probably can do something. I believe in you.
Oh, now I feel bad. No, I feel
She talks
bad.
to Slime and she's like, "Oh man, this is not his thing, is it? I feel so bad for him."
Yeah. He's fuck. How would Slime react to this?
He's just maybe he's biding his time.
No, he's not smart enough for that. He flashes back to a small short memory, and then he just gingerly reaches out to Tendra and just pats her on the back. There. Just really awkwardly.
Just sitting awkwardly.
She's like, "Yeah, I really hope Dr. Nano doesn't win. He seems like the worst person in this tournament. Like really, right? There's nothing there's no one hated more than him, don't you think?"
I don't know. Slime Soldier's pretty bad. It's mean.
I don't know.
Really? Like he saved so much lives. Like, why do you hate Slime Soldier? Why?
Yeah. He's mean. He thinks he's better than me.
Do you really think that he thinks that? Why do you think that? What has he
He
done
said
to
it.
him? Did he?
I actually can't remember.
No,
I think he did.
No, he did. Like all the lab people treated him as the better one. He actually never said anything.
Cool. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. That's why everyone. Yeah, he thinks that. He thinks he's better than me.
Wow.
Blatantly lying. Just like, yeah, thinks
No.
he's better than me.
He genuinely believes that. I as a player can remember, but this is how I've been playing Slime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she goes on, it's like, "Oh man, that's so bad. Like, I wouldn't expect that from him. Man, I don't. You really think? Interesting." And like at that point, maybe like the thing explodes, and at this point, probably Pyre sets like the whole like suddenly uses her powers, and I was like, "Whoa!" And Mangamania is like, "Yeah, you go, girl."
Yeah, you girl. Don't kill all of us.
Like maybe we see some like few benches beneath. We see Ice Cube and so like we see like a quick look on him, like proud and like he's like for the both of you. He knew Kenneth was not going to win, and maybe it's like we see him like, "Come on, Kenneth, you can at least try. We know you cannot win, but at least kill one." And he's like, "Yeah, show your power, control your power, good. Great, maybe that was a bit too much. Oh, the room is on fire."
Everything's on fire.
I'm sure just when the flash of fire, someone goes, "Yeah, she killed Nano."
Everyone's, "Yeah!" It's like somebody's like, "Yeah, kill that Nano." Maybe one of the heroes goes like that. Like in the other room, we see like again like shooting. We see peacekeepers are getting tired from running around. Broadway's power, you guys, I don't think I ever mentioned, but she can summon it's not like clones. It's more like aura clones, but they all have a different like role. So she can like summon a form of her in a knight costume with a sword, and like summon multiple like characters, people playing a role, doing the fighting.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. That's why she called Broadway, because she could probably do a show on her own with her playing all the roles. Oh, my voice is not great today.
That's okay, buddy.
Yeah, you look at the girl like a slime looked at the woman next to her. She looks kind of sad at what you said, like thinking of what you said, like very deeply, if it affected her personally. She's like, after a moment, she's not even like watching the match anymore. It's like, do you think Slime Soldier could make it up to you? Like, if he said actually to you that he doesn't think he's better, how would it make you feel?
No, fuck him. Just immediately. No, fuck him. He's forever dead to me.
You know what? I can't think of anything better than that. So yes.
Wow, she's like shocked at that. It's like maybe somebody else is thinking he's better than someone. Maybe you got the roles confused here a bit. Sure, sounds like it to me. What? At least you like. What if you would admit that you're better than him? Would that change anything?
I'm sorry, you cut out for a second.
Oh, sorry. She said, would you feel any different if you would actually admit that you're better than him?
But I'm not better than him. Well, actually, I am. I kicked his ass. I'm better than him.
Like, this is the moment in Slime's head that he's like, I'm better than him. Like you never thought of him beating. You were like still like, I beat him. And you were like poking him, but it never came into your head that makes you better than him in that case.
Oh my god.
Yep, he actually gets up, spreads himself as wide as he can, and just shouts to the heavens, "I'm better than Slime Soldier." Then just calmly, then just sits back down.
Like like the person like behind you is like, yeah, sit down, we know. But all these 6 guys
sit down, we know.
All these 6 guys are better than you currently, so shut up. We want to see you win. Go.
I steal his popcorn. Actually, yeah, I steal his popcorn, and just for that, I also yell out, "Boo, Midas!"
Everybody like starts throwing popcorn. Like, no, Midas is gonna win.
You just absorb it, like, alright, that's fine, I'm getting a snack.
Like other snacks like a hot dog.
Yeah, there's this moment where he's going like, okay, I probably shouldn't. Oh, free food. Boo, Midas. Midas sucks.
At this point, like, Dixie's like, Sean, go.
But free food.
Yes, I know, but you're... I know, like, at this point, she also heard some of the story. She's like, you know, pranking Slime Soldier was fun, but I thought there was, like, some redemption possible. I didn't know it was, like, a revenge anger kind of thing, pranking. And I was like, funny, he's a douchebag kind of prank.
He is a douchebag.
And, like, the other girl is like, why? What has he ever done to you? Like, she's getting a bit pissed. It's like...
Well, the doctors like him better.
Sorry, again?
The doctors like him better.
Oh. Yes, so? Like, at this point, Dixie goes like, Sean, if I know anything, you shouldn't care about what anybody thinks of you. Everybody says I shouldn't be a hero. I should just go to shoot and not use my powers. but I want to help people in the way I can. I want to use my powers. I don't care what they say. You shouldn't live how the way the others see you.
This is a lot for time, as we've already established. He is not the sharpest spoon in the knife drawer, so yeah.
Maybe he just sits silently, like thinking what everyone said.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that point, like, more fire goes off of Pyre, and like at this point, like, they see Kenneth again, they see Dr. Nano attacking her, like, oh shit man, the girl's gonna win. Like, Midas is in the wrong room, all the Midas are like, oh shit man, if he was in a different room, he should have... Come on, other guy, come on, Kenneth! Get some points so that Midas can win!
Oh yeah, me not doing anything. I forgot.
And he's like,
Yeah.
well, we actually have to root for Dr. Nano. Go, Dr. Nano, get that girl. Hold her off. Destroy some more.
Freezes her and then just sits down.
And he's like, what are you doing?
You could win. Just imagining people like freaking out because they're trying to like yell and get you to do something, but you're just fucking sitting there.
Was like, and someone was like, and that Shadowhawk thought there were some cheating in this game. Like, this is the worst. This shouldn't be happening. This shouldn't be allowed.
Oh great! Now I'm gonna be hated even more. Now I just realized.
Like again, for them, they saw you trying, and everybody kind of gets that you can't do anything, but they're trying. Like they're hoping you would do more, but they're
hoping I'll do more, but they're
probably pissed
no,
more
I
at
can't.
Dr. Nano. Like, Dr. Nano was already hated, so he will probably get all the hate over him.
Poor Dr. Nano. He may be a villain, but at least you tried.
He
and then decided not to. At least you tried, and then decided not to.
Yeah, so yeah, at this point, like, we see who the winner is. The points are counted up. We see this, like, everything is destroyed. We see the sweat coming off you guys. This closing moment of her like relieving her powers, like she won. We see Midas getting pissed, like Peacekeepers like hitting him like, come up, jump, and you can't win them all. And you're slowly heading to the hallway, and a fucking asteroid like hits the middle of the stadium. Like, it's still open field, like a football field. And your guys are in a different area going through the hallway, so it's still the grass field, and like this big like meteor thing made of metal just fucking fell down like right in the middle of the stadium.
God damn it.
How does slime react?
He probably just goes with whatever Dixie is doing. Because Manga Mania, because he doesn't actually have the instincts of a hero, we'll say.
So yeah, that's the thing. Like, there was like real like crowd like cheering on. There was like music and things blaring for that somebody has won. Maybe like the song "We Are Champions" was already going off, and then the meteor falls and like everything's completely silent. Like, you hear some people like running off, but it's like because of the loud bang. Like, maybe for slime it's less, but it's still ringing in people's ears. Like, the heroes in the stadium are standing up, like looking at it happening and trying to get people like. It's not like, oh, sign of danger, but we should check this out. And maybe like some people like head towards the meteor because there's still like a lot of smoke. They have seen something fall, but they're not completely sure what happened.
Oh yeah, if someone goes towards the meteor, he's like, oh, I can go on the field now. And yeah, he just goes towards the meteor as well.
Yeah, so you're going down the stairs. Dixie probably
Screw
running.
That.
Sorry?
I'm going through people.
Yeah. Yeah, like, Miss Michelle, like, grabs Dixie that she doesn't run down as well. Like, the girl next to you, like the woman, she's also like running like right behind you, jumping. Like she can jump like pretty good. Maybe like some superpower even. Like she's jumping like behind you from chair to chair. Like maybe she's like a superhero, like random here, or she was a hero who's out of costume. You don't know. But yeah, she's jumping behind you. Like the smoke clearly, like after a moment, like lifts a bit, and we see this metal orb, and it slowly opens up, and we see the same soldiers as we saw before. This time they have like black guns as well. They just have weapons. They start like shooting like these orb things, and there's big explosions where they shoot. People start running. The heroes start going in action. And there's like total panic. Well, what do you do, Slime? Like you're heading towards the field, and suddenly like there's like so much chaos going on.
He does actually remember this part from his first mission, so he'll go and try and knock out the people, the soldiers.
Yeah, so you're heading off to help.
Yeah.
Like Mangamania, seeing this, she breaks loose with her powers from Miss Beauchamp, and maybe goes into like a bird specter, and starts to fly down as well. You probably have some communication device somewhere in your body, and you hear Miss Beauchamp like, she still goes T14, T14. Protect her at all costs. Do you hear me? Protect Mangamania. Don't let her get hurt.
Okay.
So yeah, she's flying up and going down. Are you trying to get closer to her? Oh, right, you fall.
Yeah.
Still good.
Yeah. He'll try to get close to her.
Yeah. Yeah. So it takes a while. Like things are going off. We see many of the heroes we saw during the championship fighting these guys. Let me think. Yeah, we see like even people we see people like Ice Cube is going on. Like the 6 of them are still not out of the hallway. They're just getting into the hallway before the explosion came. Yeah, we see a lot of them there. We see the monkey like kicking around. But these guys they're sturdy build. It's like they get the heroes off of them. And yeah, make a perception check for me. Are you back, Reggie?
I'm back. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Internet went down for about 10 seconds. Don't know why.
Okay.
Perception. That's pretty good. What did you roll on that one? Because it's 19.
I rolled a 5.
You roll. Oh, you've good perception then.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He's an idiot, but every part of him can see. So.
So yeah, you see these. So you see these soldiers basically in black with these masks. These maybe have similar masks to the ones before, like tiki masks. On the white, the eyes are. They do have some. You have met Kenneth. They do have some resemblance to Kenneth.
God damn it. I knew it. I was thinking this earlier, but I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, because Entropy hasn't met Kenneth yet. But yeah, there's some resemblance to Kenneth. It's not like there's all the same looking. You can see there's like different builds, maybe some woman. But one is like a bit off. He looks kind of different, like even similar, and he's yelling like, "Where is he? Where is he?" And it's like this, there's like this 2 voices. It's like if it's being, altered or something.
Yep.
Find him for me.
All while fighting, Slime just goes, "Are you Kenneth's family?" Watch, knocking someone out.
Like all the others don't seem to talk except for that one. That's one of the things standing amongst. Mangamania is also in the fight now. She's very close to you. She's probably using some anime crab like specter, like giant crab, like throwing them around. Again, these guys they keep coming and coming. It's like not more of them. They're just being thrown away and they come back. They don't get hurt that easily. The other woman that was next to you, she Like, T14, what should we do? Should we get people out or? Like, and you hear her voice is different. It sounds much more manlier.
Wait a moment. You're
That's
a boy!
Yeah, he'll just go, yeah, do that. Totally not actually paying attention to anything. Sorry, he's a stupid character. It's hard to actually think of anything he could do. But yeah, he'll just go, yeah, do that.
You know
while
what
he's...
your mission is, right? Your mission is to protect Mangamania. It's like,
yeah.
He's like, sure. I'll try to get these guys off and help people. You'll help the heroes. I'll cut people out. And you see him change into Slime Soldier, the girl.
Slime Soldier, what are you doing here? Where did that person go? Did you eat her?
You monster! No.
No, I don't think you have time. Like, it's in the back of your mind. You're still focused on your mission, right? Like, wait, what? And
yes.
You're still like walking off, maybe.
I'm sorry. I found that as a funny thing to say. You're like, you monster!
Yeah, cause this maybe Reggie remembers that he used to be a man. Like, no, he was a slime, but he got the memories from a little child, so he thinks he's her father. But he was able to change into humans and make his skin look like actual clothes and human skin.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so he changed into a woman to talk to slime. So yeah,
I feel so lied to.
So yeah, you see the guy, like the guy shouting out. He's currently fighting with Ice Cube. Ice Cube was beating some of the guys. Like, he's like high level hero shit. So he was like getting like a lot of these guys like frozen in ice, actually stopping some of them. He's currently with the big guys. Like, where is he? Where's Shadowhawk?
Oh no!
Here, Ice Cube's like, gone, boy, gone. Take that, and he just throws some ice at him. It's like, no!
Gone, boy, gone! Throws a cup of ice at him, like, eh.
No, he's like, he's gone. Like, Shadowhawk's not here. And he just throws fucking ice at him. He's like, no! That's the only reason I'm... And he like starts going into a rage. Yeah, at this point, you're at Mangamanias. What do you do?
Slime's just fighting with her, trying to protect her, but he occasionally forgets that he has to protect her, so he's alternating between attacking for like a few essentially rounds, then moving back. Oh right, I need to protect her.
Yeah, and maybe
and then, someone over there.
Maybe at some point you're like, oh yeah, protect her, and like do it like go in front of her, but like he punches right through you.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, I can't do that.
Well, Slime is actually, he can make himself a bit more solid, and he can take quite a beating.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what you see, right? You see people in the middle fighting who are able to absorb explosions. Like, heroes who are not meant to go against explosions are helping people get out. Like, we have people like our flying German guy. He just picks up people and flies. He's not going middle of the explosions. Like, at this point, like, the hallway opens and the explosion went through the hall. So we have Dr. Nano, we have Pyre, we have everything going on there. I would say for now, Pyre is hit unconscious from the explosion.
Yeah. Midas, quick! Use your ability to withstand all explosions and fix it! Damn it, you don't have that. Wait.
No, Midas like, that was a good explosion. But mine are better. I'm gonna show them.
That was a good explosion, but let me show you.
Let me show you how it's done.
Stadium explodes.
So you're going to kill us? That's nice to know.
No, yeah. So he heads off. He maybe touches one of them. And he's like, "Oh man!" And like, he does get like a small explosion off of maybe like a shoulder part, like a shoulder armor. The rest is slime, and they recreate back. It's like, what? He tries to like explode parts, like tiring them down. Everybody springs it, and like Peacekeeper's like, shooting them, and it's like, okay, this fucking doesn't help. The bullets just go through them. And like she runs at you, is like, do you know what's happening, Kenneth? They look like fucking like.
Kenneth would have been like basically staring at these things the moment he saw them, unless one of them like came up to him and started attacking him, obviously. But like,
yeah, you can like.
He's been like basically staring at the things the entire time.
Peacekeeper like runs at you, but yeah, you don't actually have eyes or something, so she just see your stand. Like she doesn't see any face expression here.
Yeah, that's
what's
a good
happening?
point.
Are they with you? Like, are they with you? I don't know more her voice anymore.
Kenneth.
Or do you? Good. Do you react to her like shaking you? Reggie? Are we? I think this time it's my internet. Let's check. Oh, I heard something.
Yeah, I hear you.
Ah, okay. Do you hear me, Reggie? Ah, it was his internet. Okay, so she's shaking him and he's just all confused on what's happening. What does Dr. Nano do?
He pulls himself to his feet, looks at Pyre, just nudges her with his foot for a bit, doesn't move. Then he just shrugs and just walks out onto the field. Not going in between, right into the action, sort of staying on the outskirts as he just walks around, completely ignoring it. If someone attacks him, then he'll do something, but otherwise it's like, not my problem.
There are like explosions going off like next to you, like at some point, like the explosions are heading right in your way. Like, do you create like a wall or something to?
Who attacked me? Okay, whoever attacked me, because these people
it's
have
like so many people around. You just see like one of the balls like explodes going right at you. You don't know who shot it.
Cool. Because you said Peacekeeper's bullets went right through them. Are these people alive?
They do like hit or something, but yeah, they do seem like human, but they're basically like black sludge over their body, which either absorbs or reattaches parts, protects their human body, or like maybe some of them are walking around currently without arms, without like ever noticing, or have like maybe like the Deadpool ones are regrowing small arms.
Okay, so quick question: would it be reasonable for him to assume then that anything he does wouldn't count as permanent injury?
At this case, you see all the other heroes like not caring at all. So in that case, yeah, you're like, oh shit.
Oh yes, that's what the heroes think about what he thinks. But yeah.
Alright, I think my Wi-Fi stick might be dying on me. Hopefully it'll last a little bit longer on me, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's Dr. Nano doing?
Sorry, bro.
That's okay.
He can... everything he can do doesn't count as permanent injury. So he is going to town on these fucking bastards. He has been especially sadistic with it, too.
Of course he is.
These people are taking innocence and everything and as I said, it doesn't break his rules to hurt them in any way, shape, or form because they can take it. So he is going to town.
So yeah, you're more focused on hitting more people than actually like destroying it. I don't see you going like on a one-on-one fight waiting till it's destroyed. I think you hit someone, go to the next, do something on him, and keep moving around.
I mean, if someone takes an attack at him, he will take special attention to that person and, like, shoot out the kneecaps and shit like that.
Yeah, at some point you're like back to back with one of the other heroes. It's like, I never thought I would fight with you, Nano. Any idea what's going on?
Alien invasion, idiots, dimensions. Who gives a shit?
Any of your friends? Any idea?
Would I recognize these people in any way, shape, or form?
They kind of look like Kenneth. That's all.
No.
you know, same black fucking exterior-ish, like fucking, you know,
Yeah, well,
maybe a tail or two.
There's some differences, like maybe there's different color, like again, different mask. You're not like as heavily built or absorb like clothes as well, so there are differences there.
Yeah.
Not to mention,
the mask thing is like similar. You're more
not to mention, I don't go spoogy. If you shoot me with a bullet, it's gonna hit me.
Yeah. So so when he's asked that question, and Nano just goes, I wasn't aware I had any friends. And just keeps attacking.
Sad face.
Yeah, so Kenneth, you're in shock because your Wi-Fi dropped. So she's still shaking you.
My character would blink out of his shock and say, I've never seen anyone else like me or anything like that. Blinking after a few seconds, his face would, without being able to really see it, of course, because he doesn't have any fucking facial features, but he would serious up and say, number one, there's a difference between the two of us. If you shoot me with a bullet, it'll fucking hurt. These things seem to be made of completely out of the goo, or out of the poison.
Yeah, well, there's something there. I don't know. Maybe their structure is. I don't think they're complete mega. I did get some skin, but they're like there's some ones walking around with short arms there, so they're getting damaged, but it's taking time. Like she looks around. Could you please take her and go back into the rooms? We'll get that. Like we said, I don't think you're much in a fight. You can better protect her. And she points at Pyre, who's unconscious. Like, she says to you, go back into the hallway, go into the rooms where the robots are.
Yeah. Alright, well, in that case, my character would nod, quickly run over to Pyre, pick her up, and I guess run into the back area where it's safer.
Yeah.
Assumedly.
You see some other people are following you. Like, she's leading some civilians. Like, it's like, okay, it's safer to go in here. I will protect this fucking hallway with my life. So civilians are running into the rooms as well. At this point, there's probably like screens everywhere. So even in the room, there's like a screen popping up to show what's going on. So they're letting the whole world show what's going on at this moment. So maybe I wouldn't say they have screens in the room, but maybe people have like phones on when they're in the rooms, like what's happening outside, and that's how you can see what's going on. Probably W.I.P showing everything what's happening. He's probably helping outside as well. Miss Bashaw, she's also in this room. She fled as well. She doesn't have any things that can help currently in this situation. Yeah, and outside, like if you look at the screens, we see the big guy like fighting with Ice Cube, like a lot, and it's like head on battle, like Dragon Ball Z-ish maybe, I don't know. Like it's fucking going from one side to the other. You can see how fucking powerful he is, but the other guy is as well. You do see some of the words like, I was here for Shadowhawk, but no, he's not here. And I should take someone else, but I don't have much with me. Maybe you. And he like grabs him. He grabs Ice Cube.
Grabs Ice Cube?
Yeah, he grabs Ice Cube with his hand. Like,
oh fuck.
Pull him in. At that point, there's this like big bang. Like something is going through the sound barrier. And out of nowhere, he gets hit and drops Ice Cube, and we see him flying, almost see him flying away earlier than we see the person appear, and it's I think we call her Captain Titan. Yeah, I think it was Captain Titan.
Oh hell, the big boys have shown up.
Yeah, so we see this female. I always think of her like, is it like Supergirl, like looking?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably like different, but yeah, she's short hair. I don't want to say too much about her, how she looks, but yeah, she punches him. Ice Cube drops, but he's still okay. He's badly hurt though. Like he got him bad. There was some black sludge on him, but hitting him, she did hit him on time, but he's like very, very hurt. Like so, yeah. The other guy, he comes out of like the hole he was hit on. You see this like almost like a crater where he was hit into the stage. And he just climbs out of her and it's like, now we're talking. Maybe I can do something after all. And he like jumps like at Captain Titan. Meanwhile, Slime and Mengme, yeah, she almost got hurt. She has a cut on her cheek. Like someone came close, like an explosion hit her in the wrong way. One of them got near her and she cut her cheek. He's like, "You're doing okay, Sean? He's a minute, I don't know." She's like really breathing heavily.
Oh no.
Oh, sorry, Mike was muted. Slime pretty much just. Oh, you're hurt. I said you were it. We should go. Just grabs her and just starts to leave.
Yeah, she's crying. No, we have to help. Let's make some rolls here to see.
What is it? Strength?
Yeah, strength should suffice.
I fail.
Yeah, I don't even have to roll as a 1. Yeah, those are 1 roll. So she pulls loose and she's like, no, and she changes to like a shark and starts snapping at these guys, like swimming in the air, flying away in this shark. Like we can always see her in the specter form, like sitting in the creature. Like, slow Slime, we have to help. We have to show that we're as good as all the others. Do you react when she like goes away? Do you try anything?
He just tries to stretch out, hold on to the shark.
Yeah, so you're able to hold on to the shark fin.
He's failed. He's just and now she does have a point. Clearly, she is too strong for him to stop. So he just tries to hop onto the shark and just join in still. Just reaching out and batting people away. Focusing more on defending her this time.
Okay. Like, yeah, at this point, you see, like, to the left, you saw the explosion hit Captain Titan. Like, you see the ice cube laying on the ground hurt. The guys are close, like, some of the guys are closing at him. Like, he's not in a safe area currently, and Captain Titan's still too busy up there. Like, Nano can do something as well, because you're 2 characters in this fight. Like, Nano knows Ice Cube like person. He was probably one of the guys who took him in. And when he was an evil guy.
Oh yeah.
Just saying, there may be a person.
I know. I'm just wondering, would he save him to be an ass about it, or would he leave him to die?
Well, you are under the whole hypnotism thing.
Yeah, but he couldn't do bad. It's like okay.
What is specifically is your what is your specific hypnotist or what is your specific directions?
Basically, it's can't do bad. It's not, and yeah, basically can't lie.
So he can use his powers. It's like.
I mean, again, is it like like I can't do anything that would be considered bad? Would inaction be considered bad?
True. And yeah, you know what? Either way, he would actually save Ice Cube just to be a dick about it. It's not fun when they're dead.
Yeah, maybe there's like an explosion coming right at him, and you grab him and like put up a wall, and there's like explosions coming around you. He's like,
yep.
You? Why?
So I can rub it in your face later.
Yeah. Nano just goes, you know, in some cultures, when you save someone's life, you own them.
And just smile down it. Just like...
Do you try to get him to safety, or is it like, okay, I saved him for now, drop him, go ahead fighting, or trying to get into the safety?
No, you just pick him up and say, like, I saved you. Drop him back in.
I kind of like the idea of, like, your mechanical arm just throwing him over your shoulder, just running out of there.
Nah, Nano's not strong enough. What he'll do is he'll just essentially make a small bunker. A few breathing holes, But he'll essentially just put Ice Cube in a box.
Okay.
Try not to die. I'm
Like,
really
so
sure if I'm
I
saying.
like the idea of for Kenneth's side to just able to see Ice Cube fall, just lay there, not moving. And like then there's just shots of Captain Tyner fighting. And there's a shot back at him still lying there. He's being put in a box like he's dead by Dr. Nano. Like he's burying him in the middle of the fight. How does Kenneth react to this? Like
he watches it and says, well, I guess I'm no longer working as an intern for the those hero guys.
Yeah, for the Gaia's Guardians.
Just
yeah.
like
Miss
that.
Bisham
I like
grabs
that.
you and is like, you there, shouldn't you be helping peacekeepers are outside protecting? You can do something.
He'd look at her and again, not able to really tell because of the fucking mask.
And
But
you don't know each other,
and
right?
say,
Just to remind you, you've never seen this.
yeah, again, without the fucking mask, he just looks at her and says, I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm sort of, well, let's just say that their powers are very similar to mine, and I'm not so sure how helpful I'd be. I'd probably be better off spent making sure people are safe and whatnot.
So at least stand in front of the door, I mean... Sure. I get fighting's not your thing, I'm sorry. Just, I feel the same. Normally I can do something, but I have nothing with me. And she's like, my sister's still outside. And I don't know, and she runs away. I have to do something, she says, and she runs off.
Kenneth will feel a slight concern about the fact of someone without any powers doing something. That sounds exceedingly dangerous.
Yes.
But he will sigh and say, she's right, I should probably at least stand in front of the door, so if any of them come in, I can at least try and do something.
Like, and you don't
so
know
he'd move over towards the door.
Like, you don't know Miss Bishop, but normally, again, straight face, but now there's actual worry.
Yeah.
She did mention, like, her sister being somewhere outside.
I wonder who her sister was.
Well, your character wouldn't think of that, right? It's like, oh, random woman, random...
Yeah, again, my character doesn't know who she is, so it's like, I wonder who her sister is.
Like, again,
I hope she's...
Like, I want to remind you this, like, there's so much going on right now. It's Miss Bishop. If you meet her later, and she doesn't mention it, you're probably gonna have to roll if you remember it was her doing this. Like, even what she said,
there's no guarantee I'll remember this person.
Yeah, or what she said, like, it's gonna be even harder. It's like there's so many people like coming up to you or doing stuff right now. It's like total panic. There's gonna be a big chance you forget this whole.
But yeah, so I'll go over to the door and I'll actually my tail will start whipping back and forth hilariously. And it'll actually look almost like an axe is forming on the end of it.
Nice.
Well, best I can do. Oh, this thing's actually tough enough to cut through these guys. They are made of me, it seems like. Speaking of, he'll actually ask someone if they have like a video thing that he can keep watching while he's standing there near the door.
Yeah, somebody probably had you like a big tablet, like you can put it before.
And I'll just be like standing ready in case someone comes in to like defend other people.
Yeah. So we have back to the Captain Titan. It's like a pretty hard fight, and the guy's like, "I was waiting for. You made one mistake. You never fought someone like me. You're used to easy fights." He like grabs her, and the sludge starts to extend on her body. This is what I've been waiting for. Like Dr. Nano probably doesn't see this. He's too busy. Slime probably like almost everyone of the business. Like people see it on their screens, but it goes pretty fast, and she just gets absorbed. And like the white mask is being created, and like at that
Kenneth
point,
is exceedingly interested in this, by the way.
yeah, you see his transformation. Like it does look really like you probably more throw stuff at people than touch them, because I think you can do it from a distance, right? Changing someone.
In actuality, it's more of a it has to get in their bloodstream kind of thing. But if I can do it from a distance, yeah, like if I can get it in their mouth or something like that, yes.
Like again, I think if you get like a lot of people, like the skin will absorb it at some point, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's just skin. If there's enough on there and it takes like a few minutes, it will absorb. But yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of a like inexact sort of thing, and I can't really explain it.
It's a bit different with you, like, you know, he's actually touching and absorbing and reduce. It does look similar than how you change something. Like only you know, we haven't seen it before. But this probably looks kind of similar. Again, she being like the strong head, this looks very unique. She's still very recognizable. The slime is a bit thinner. But yes, she's completely covered. I wouldn't say she, like, for her cape goes with as well her clothes. So probably her cape is like kind of like her tail. And at that point, it's like he yells like, "Okay, we've done it. All of you spread out." And and he just jumps on the back of Captain Sytem, and they're gone. They fly off. You hear the sound of going through the sound barrier. The other guys are still fighting. Some of them just jumping away. He's trying to get away, splitting up. Some still fighting to create it. There's like, I think there's like 40 of them. There's probably like 40 of them and like 30 heroes fighting them.
Yep.
So,
as soon as everyone starts to jump away, Nano's like, well, guess this is over. And he tries to capture all of them. He's probably going to fail on some, of course. Some will get away, but he can capture a large space.
Yeah. So yeah. You roll for that. Do you have like a power roll?
Technically, they've got a roll to dodge, but I assume you don't want them. I assume you don't want them all to.
Let me roll a. Let me roll this. You captured 8 of them.
Nice.
I rolled a d8 and it was an 8, so you captured 8 of them. Like, so the other, like, get away. Like, other people are trying to capture some. I don't think Slime and Megamania are probably going after 1 or 2 of them. Like, on maybe like I don't know, like a different form, like a giant caterpillar. Just going after them. Like people are splitting up as well, trying to follow this guy. You're capturing 8, like others are going again. Yeah, like the stadium, completely quiet. We see the guys like screaming, trying to break out, but they're not able to. Like the guys you caught are probably like the weaker ones. Like some of them have like maybe like baby leg. Like one of them actually has like baby legs growing at this point. Then yeah.
Disgusting.
Like they're damaged. They maybe like have knocked like a piece of their head off, or like, you know, like an arm, or like a hole in their somewhere in their chest. You know, that kind of stuff.
So things are winding down.
Yeah, everybody slowly, like, who's still in the stadium walks out. Like the humans are, like, normal civilians are supported out. And the heroes like get together that are still here. Maybe Slime got back. I think the guy escaped. So Slime.
I'm actually gonna start looking for Peacekeeper then.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna tell everyone that
you probably had your eyes on her the whole time.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
She's still alive. You can talk to her if you want.
Alright. I'm gonna like first up ask if she's okay. You know.
She's like, yeah, I'm fine, but we should have a look at Ice Cube. He was badly hurt.
I'd probably look back and be like, all of you should be safe now. Please, see if you can find your way out. Seems that the majority of the attack is over. And I guess me and Peacekeeper are gonna go try and find Ice Cube.
Yeah, like I think Miss Bouchard carries Pyre out as well. Like everybody of the most of the heroes like join around the chest, made with Ice Cube in. Um, Doc, does Doc, can you remove the chest, Nano? Do you do it when everybody like stands around?
Oh no, everything he makes is permanent until someone destroys it.
Are you serious?
Yes. So Midas probably does like a simple tap and it's like 3, 2, 1, and like a tiny explosion,
Just enough to do.
like a firecracker. Like somebody immediately like grabs him and like they check him. Like no, they don't like grab him immediately because that is bad for someone who's hurt. Please let them lay down.
Yeah.
So yeah, they head off to the check. Yeah, he's like badly hurt. He's currently unconscious. Well, at least somebody hope he's trouble breathing. He's still alive, but he's trouble breathing. And they're like, oh yeah, we have to get it to the hospital like immediately. So yeah, Miss Bichon's like, this is not, this shouldn't have happened. They got, okay, we should reconvene. She's like, okay, everybody go to you. Everybody got a place to go. And she's then like, Peacekeeper's just like, yeah, I'll head off to Guy's Garden to see who's left. This is bad. And she looks at you, at Kenneth, like, Kenneth, sorry, I can't take you with. I know you're kind of an intern and stuff, but maybe you should go with them. Like, she points at Slime, Mangamania, Miss Bisham carrying Pyre.
Right. Take care of Ice Cube, okay?
I hope they will. Probably gonna get. I don't know. But I have to go right now. Like Midas is like, I'll head to France. I'll have to look if everything's okay there. Yeah. Like,
are there any of those? Are there any of those things left, by the way?
Yeah, like there's 8 captured. So Miss Bichon's like, okay, I want to take 3 to our base. Like there. No, she will be like 2 to our base. Midas, you take 3. Peacekeeper, you take 3. We'll see what we can find. Yeah. So your friend, what's his name? I still want to call him Pornstars, but I did name him at some point. Pornstars was just so much easier.
What was his name? I can't remember actually now.
It was something like very simple.
Was it Pornstachius? No.
I'm checking if I wrote it down somewhere. I can't find it right now. I thought we named it there, but at some point I can't even remember which session we named him because it was so long.
Yeah, it was so long ago. You're just like, we can just give him a new name. It'll be fine. We'll give him the name of.
I will find it for next time. But yeah, he'll take you guys. 2 of the guys captured. Oh yeah, the probably as Dr. Nano is like. How did they get Dr. Nano to come? Let me think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Miss Michelle.
They need his expertise.
It's like Nano.
Yeah.
I don't think any. Michelle's like, I don't think anyone else will take you. Sure, you better should come with us.
Okay. Quick question. You said they came in some sort of metallic meteorite. Is there any tech in it, or was it literally just a shell?
It was a shell. Like there's still parts like scattered around. Yeah, it was like some kind of shell. Like it wasn't like a spaceship. It was more like down in there.
Yeah.
Okay. It was like a. If you launch a fucking, like, you know, they, like, launch those shells or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, literally, it's like a launched shell thing.
Yeah. I got the idea.
It's like a bullet with gas, or
yeah, more
actually
like
more like
more
Dead
like a
things,
cannonball orbish thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I get the idea. So, then I just shrugged, sure. I want that one, points, because you said you're taking 2. I want that one, just points at one of the random captured guys.
At this point, sure, you can have one. I don't care. She's like, and before your guys are gonna lift off, like one of the heroes walks towards your vehicle, and he's dragging another one of these guys. Like probably some more have been captured, but Slime probably recognizes the one. This was the screaming guy who ran off with tried to fly off with Captain Titan. This is the talking guy. He's currently unconscious, but yeah, you're the only ones left. So he drags it to them. He's like, we found this one. He was unconscious when we found him. Maybe you should take him. We should take him to a safe spot right now. Maybe he can tell us what he did with Captain Titan. Does anyone react to this?
None of our characters actually saw that happen. So did we? Someone tell us or anything?
Slime saw Captain, the guy that was the talking one, and Kenneth saw the thing happening on his.
Yeah, Kenneth is again basically like keeping his distance from them and is like watching them from a distance. Not like as in the group, but like these creatures. He's not really like he doesn't want to deal with them at the moment. He's trying to figure stuff out in his head.
So yeah, Miss Bishaw is like, yeah, we can take him. They're like, it's very please. This is maybe in our favor. I wouldn't have expected this one to be found. We'll get some extra lux on this one. She's like, Whip, this is important. You'll keep all your power on this one. Understood? Whip's like something like a meme that says yes.
Yeah, probably.
And he's probably like torturing all those creatures with music or anything he can think of. Whip does mention that they're having like electrical devices on them, but he's not able to. It's like technology he doesn't know. He's not able to do anything with it, which he finds weird, but also an interesting challenge, I would suppose.
Yeah, Nano actually looks a bit interested in that and just, where is it? So yeah, it's essentially.
What?
The technology.
Where it's underneath the goo? I don't know what you want to call it. It's underneath the black stuff.
He just sighs like, this is going to be so hard to clean out. Can you pinpoint an area?
And he's like, there's probably like holographs, like there, like laser pointers.
Yeah, he lists like everything at once, and just like, God damn it.
like no, it's Whip, so I'm gonna do this trick. He uses a laser pointer, waiting for you to follow it, and like shines it around like you're a cat, just pointing it, like like playing with a cat with a laser, and then he shows where the actual parts are.
God damn it.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, well, if none of you, I don't actually care what you want. Okay, if any of you have weak stomachs, please look away. And one of the guys just basically makes a operating table, binds him, creates himself a small scalpel, and tries to cut those out.
So yeah, you're currently in the vehicle going towards the base.
Question. Yeah, I was about. Yeah. My character actually speaks up. Shouldn't we wait until, we're actually at their base before we cut them open, Dr. Nano?
And Miss Bichon goes like, Whip, do you have a good scan on them? Can you show where the... He shows some scans. Like, yeah, I've done this with scans. There's this black goo, which is similar to that guy. And there's a laser pointer at... But also different. We see like a human underneath, and he's able to like actually see the human. There's like clothes. So yeah, you are able with his help to try to remove something, because you know where the human stuff is and where the technology is.
Once more, I question why we're not waiting until we actually get to the thing, but okay.
Like it's pretty. Like Miss Michaud actually says, yeah, we can do one now. That's no problem. You have to, like,
And
perhaps you can.
they
Like,
say
you have to
dreams don't come
understand,
true.
like, time is of the essence. We don't. If Captain Titan is this as well, we're all in danger. So yeah, what are you gonna do, Dr. Nano?
If no one's stopping him, yeah, he's gonna fucking perform a. I think it's a biopsy if they're still alive.
Yeah, well, are you?
If they're dead, it's biopsy.
They're definitely giving
Autopsy.
you a scan, like showing where the human part is, where the technology is like on top, and where the slime is. So are you heading for the technology?
Yeah, he's heading for the technology.
Yeah, so you got to the slime, and it takes a while for it, but it goes back. You see, like, you cut again, it goes slower, and after I think at a few times you're just hacking at it, and a few times after a while it stays off. And you see like the technology on this person.
Oh yeah, no, it would be. These things are alive, right?
Yeah, so he's not hitting human skin. He's hitting the black skin underneath. Then he sees like, and then he sees just a normal watch. Probably the scans through the slime were not as good as like apparently technology underneath the slime is unusable, like for W.I.P to penetrate. So it's like this good smart watch. There's some. He maybe got a phone. He got like maybe you cut. I think you're gonna keep cutting, aren't you? Is Dr. Nano gonna keep cutting at this person? Like trying
He has
to get
nothing
all the
else
slime
to do.
off. Yeah, so you're trying like maybe freezing. You're getting all the slime. It takes like the whole flight, basically. Like it takes.
I mean, it is surgery essentially, so I imagine it'd take a bit.
And disturbingly, he actually, because his arm's got a built-in CD player, there is a lot of, what do we call it?
Mozart.
It's alive, and, Frankenstein type sound effects playing.
Of course you'd play something like that.
So yeah, eventually you get this person like out. Yeah, there's not really much to the slime. But then again, there's some normal technology on these persons. He doesn't seem. He seems to be okay for now. Like the only thing you don't are able to get off is the mask. The mask, the white stuff you're trying to remove, but it regrows and regrows and regrows. Yeah, and it's a little bit thicker as well. You're just not able to the mask, but the rest goes off and it starts forming from the mask. But again, after a while it got slower when you keep cutting. So for now it's just the mask. Just so I confirm for Reggie, Kenneth at no point he touched them, right? Even didn't like drag them into the ship.
No, my character again has been exceedingly far away from it.
Yeah.
My character doesn't trust these things because they're so similar to him. He thinks that maybe something bad would happen.
Yeah, it's like Dixie comes up to you, Doctor, and is like, "Are you able to get the mask off? Are we able to save these persons?"
Me or
to Dr. Nano, because Dr. Nano's cutting at the body.
Well, I can keep cutting at them. Don't think it's working, but hey, never say no. So
got the rest off, and we got the big talking guy, which. And she's like, "I'm feeling a little sick. I don't know if it's what you did, what we saw, or the flying." She's like, I don't know. I need to sit down somewhere. And she
okay.
walks up.
Just remember, if you die, you should donate your body to science.
She's like, "Okay, but not to you. Well, I'll donate to a normal hospital." She walks off.
He shrugs. Fair enough. He understands that.
Yeah, I was thinking like, did you guys take Card Soldier? Probably, right? You probably also took Card Soldier since he came with you guys.
I imagine Card Soldier is with us.
Yeah,
I don't know
would
if he
say
would have been fighting, but
Card Soldier was probably also unconscious during the fight or something.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's like currently at like the small net bay they have. It's like Pyre lying down, Card Soldier in his human form, and now Dixie is going to lie as well. Maybe there's some like small robot thing. Which no, there wouldn't have a robot thing knowing W.I.P. They're like, yeah, we don't want a medical robot if W.I.P.'s around. Let me think. So who else is on your ship? Yeah. So what's Slime doing in this whole situation?
Slime is just staying with Dixie. So every now and then, because he has recognized that the goo on the people looks a bit like what Kenneth had, he just asks if he can eat it.
Who do you ask?
Dixie?
It's like Sean. I don't know. I mean, I don't think you should. I think it might be dangerous or poisonous. And she looks. How does your
But
one
he
work,
could be
Kenneth?
so.
He'd come over and walk over to her and say, well, the slime is able to eat it without really any sort of effect, but this stuff seems a bit different than mine. Speaking of, now that I'm thinking about it, how are you feeling? Are you okay?
She's like, yeah, I'm fine. Just this gut. I don't know, a bit dizzy. It was a big
Wait,
fight.
she says she's been cut?
Yeah, she had a cut on her cheek.
Alright, may I look at it a little bit closer?
Yeah, you don't have to roll. It's just a cut. There's not like
Okay.
something in it or
No, like black veins coming off it or anything like that?
Nothing,
Alright.
nothing like that.
After looking at it for a bit, then Kenneth will give a sigh of relief and say, alright, it isn't following the same pattern as mine, so I don't think you're infected by it, at least. I hope not.
She's like, yeah, I don't know either. We'll see though. In a moment, I think. Well,
Yeah,
like,
I hope
if
you're not.
it went so fast with Captain Dyne, she's like, if it went so fast, I don't think it would go so slow with me. I think I'm safe. Well, probably would have taken me in seconds.
I really am worried about these things.
She
And
like
especially,
looked, like at the big one. She's like, I wonder why he's unconscious. I mean, didn't he flew off? I didn't see much, but I thought he was on Captain Dyne when she flew off.
Kenneth doesn't open his mouth because he doesn't have a mouth. Derp. But Kenneth looks as if he might say something for a moment, looking over at the creature before turning back and saying, "There's no telling."
Where Noel told me where your base is, so we're heading there. It's in New Berlin, right? What it's called, the trash compactor.
Kenneth would shrug,
well,
and he'd
no,
be like,
"Yeah, you're not in." But Slime is also.
Kenneth would just shrug and say, "It's not mine." Maybe the hey, Slime buddy, do you know about this place?
Yeah, it's yep, and he just goes, yeah, it's 3 streets down from the ice cream place. It's near the arcade. Really nice space. It's supposed to be secret. Really nice space. They gave me a room filled with stuff to eat.
Well, it sounds like a nice enough place.
Maybe Sean,
Hope
like,
we have
walks
fun there.
You guys, it's like she overheard is like, T14. You didn't tell anyone else where you live, right? if they ask.
He totally did.
But it's like such a like general description. It's like, yeah, near the ice cream place. It's like they wouldn't fight, but you give them like
very
hints.
vague.
Every time you tell them, it's a bit different. So if somebody asks you like 100 times, maybe they figure it out.
Yeah, he doesn't remember the address. Everything is in relation to other stuff.
Yeah,
but he doesn't remember the address for the other stuff, so it's always like, if you go past the KFC, you've gone too far, you should take the left turn at Albuquerque, those types of general directions.
Yeah, normally it's like with getting you home, right? Either getting a car for you or giving directions. Like maybe Whip for instance, like, don't worry, Mr. Shaw. He's terrible at directions. I think he still thinks we live at like the top of a mountain or something.
We don't?
Whip just says like, no, we do. It's just a mountain that's underground.
Like, okay, I yeah, we're on a mountain. It's the Mount Everest. No, it's like it's Mount Whip, biggest mountain in the world.
Okay.
And it has lots of ice cream places and popcorn and cinemas, you know. Oh, and strip bars for some. You guys went there.
I'm sorry about that. I couldn't think of anything that would suggest except, and that was the first thing that popped into my mind.
I completely forgot that until this moment. Like, totally blanked out down at like 100%. And like when Whip mentioned it, I was like, what? Okay, I like Noelle says to Dixie, Dixie, you should lay down. You don't look so good. She's like, yeah, I should. And I think we'll quit it for there. And next time we'll go to the rest of the dissection and information you guys get.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's a good thing for like unique scenes at this point. Oh wait.
Well, I mean, I've got one that I could do real quick.
Yeah.
Like as we're landing, I guess maybe.
Yeah, go ahead.
If that's okay, with you?
Yeah,
like,
sure.
As we're landing, you just like you see Kenneth like slowly approaching one of the things, like reaching his hand out, thinking about touching it, then pulling back a moment, saying, "Nah, but probably a bad idea." Before walking off, just a tiny little thing like that.
Yeah, I think
like he really is tempted now because
it's just like this real focus on your hand, just turning over there.
Yeah.
And then the blank mask face, like again.
Yeah, just it shows the blank mask face, and then him just saying like, "I shouldn't. Bad idea. Bad feeling. Bad idea. Shouldn't." All right, yeah, sorry, that was just a little thing I wanted.
Which one was it? Because there's one the talking one and the non-talking one. Which one?
He would do that to probably the talking one before pulling back.
Sure, yeah, I just needed to know that one. Let me think. Yeah, is there anything you want to do, Ferry? For either Nano or Slime?
Nothing. Yeah, Slime's pretty much just doing what he's doing. Nano, just after he goes, yeah, this isn't working on board again, it's pretty much just his arm is completely gunked in the slime. He's used gloves and stuff, but it's a freaking mechanical arm. That shit always manages to somehow get into it.
Yeah.
So it's just a scene of him just taking off his arm nonchalantly and trying to clean it in front of everyone.
For Slime, it's probably like what's her name? Dixie has to try to stop you from eating. Like you're probably already like chewing on one of the arms of the or either Slime of Carved Soldier or what's it or Pyre. You're like, oh, they were dead, right? I can eat that. No, they're unconscious, Slime. You don't eat human, even if they're sometimes a card. Yeah, let me at least choose where my brother teleports Entropy. For him, it will probably be like the pyramids of Gazette. That's where you are.
That's where we both teleport?
Yeah.
I guess we'll have a tiny scene of us appearing there, me looking around and saying, I've always wanted to visit the pyramids. Just that's it.
Like, you do look like a pharaoh at the moment, right? Or something like a crocodile god.
Oh yeah, the moment we appear, I like immediately take on like a pharaoh-looking beard.
What you should do is Indiana Jones.
I suddenly have the hat. Like, yes, perfect.
I mean, we just see your brother going like, oh no.
Oh god, can you imagine a game with W.I.P, Entropy, and Nano? Nothing would be taken seriously. Nothing.
I was thinking you were gonna say W.I.P and Entropy is Indiana Jones, because then W.I.P gets a second meaning. I thought actually you're going to saw similar stuff like that. So yeah.
Just like Dora the Explorer, I'm the W.I.P, I'm the W.I.P, I'm the W.I.P, I'm the W.I.P.
Yes, that's for now. So next time we'll go into your base. You're like probably gonna talk to the talking guy, and we'll get Jib up to speed.
Right.
I say